Hi everyone, it's another beautiful morning in Tahoe. I wanted to take you through a morning yin practice. If you haven't tried doing yin in the morning, it's what my personal practice is, and I highly suggest that you try it. You're welcome to take this class at any point, but this might feel best on your body in the mornings. So meet me in Shavasana. Lying flat on your back if that feels okay this morning, making any adjustments that you need here. So just finding that most comfortable place for your body. Closing your eyes. And just beginning to relax every single muscle in your body. Starting to breathe a little bit deeper. And just remembering that today is a new day. So breathe in the goodness for your day. And just breathe out whatever no longer serves you. And if you are taking this practice in the morning, just being very mindful of how your body's feeling, especially if you've just woken up. You probably just spent 6 to 8 hours not moving much, which is why a yin practice in the morning can be very beneficial to your body. It's just a very gentle way of opening up into the connective tissues. So maybe noticing any areas of the body that are feeling tight. Just start to breathe into those places. And together we'll take a deep breath in. And a long, relaxing breath out. And on your next inhale, stretching the legs out long, bring the feet together, point through your toes, extend the arms all the way overhead, breathe into the entire length of your body. And on an exhale, hug both knees tight into your chest. And if it feels good, maybe give yourself some very gentle movements here. You can rock to the right and the left, maybe find some small circles on the low back. And we'll keep the right knee tight into the chest. Keep the bend in the left leg. Take the sole of your left foot down onto your mat. From here, switch the grip to behind the right thigh, and then as you feel ready, begin to press the right heel towards the sky. So if you take my vinyasa classes in the afternoon or evenings, this may feel a little different in your body this morning. Notice how the hamstring's feeling. Maybe take a moment to drop the tailbone down if the low back started to lift up off your mat. And remembering that during our yin practice, we hold the poses for about 2 to 5 minutes. So find that place where you can sustain this pose. And there needs to be a little bit of strength in that thigh. As we engage the front of the leg, it allows us to open up into the back of the leg. But I want the rest of your body to be soft. The shoulders are relaxed. The hips are heavy on your mat, and that left thigh should be disengaged. So notice if you're pressing down into your left foot. As we hold here, the body is just naturally opening. So allow yourself to let go of any effort and just breathe and let the body take over. Your job is to keep your awareness on how the body's feeling at every moment and to use the breath to release even deeper into this pose and into this moment. And as you hold, if you notice that the leg starts to come a little closer to the body, allow it to do so, but that might mean that you need to switch the grip to the calf. Maybe we take a toe lock on the right toes with the 2 peace fingers. So remembering that this is your practice, and your body will guide you to where you need to be. And just take a moment to notice where your breath is moving this morning. If you feel the chest rise before the belly, let's start to move the breath a little deeper. Try to feel the belly rise before the chest. And we'll just be here for about another 5 breaths. Soften with every exhale. And then as you're ready, slowly begin to bend into the right leg. Let's take the right ankle to the front of your left thigh, taking the right hand very gently to the inside edge of your right thigh. Start to guide the knee away from your body. So as you press the right knee away, maybe see if you can move the crown of the head even closer to the back of your mat. And take a moment to notice how the outer edge of your right hip is feeling here. So this might be enough in this moment. If it is, stay right here. Enjoy the gentle opening. And if your body's telling you that you need a little bit more, maybe start to lift the left foot up off the earth, and you can either interlace the fingers behind the left thigh or around the left shin. Depends on what feels better on your body. And then especially if we're lifting that left leg, check in to see if we need to drop the tailbone back down into the earth. And just really exploring that right hip right now. Check in to see what it needs. If you feel like it wants to open a little bit deeper, using the strength of the arms, maybe start to bring that left knee in closer to the chest, but just make sure that your shoulders stay completely relaxed. And keep your attention in this moment. Feel every muscle. Feel every joint. And then feel the breath moving in between the muscles and the joints. Coming back to that deep belly breathing here. Give yourself one more full cycle of breath. And then very slowly lower the left foot back down onto your mat. From here, start to guide your right knee across the body just a little bit. Extend the arms away from one another so that the fingertips face the sky. And then if it feels okay, maybe keep the legs just like this as you take them over to the left edge of your mat. You can gently shift the gaze over to the right fingertips as you work your way into the twist. But if this leg variation isn't feeling good, maybe we keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg straight, and then just guide the right knee across the body. So whatever leg variation you'd like here in this twist, please feel free to take it. And then once you've made the adjustments that you need, feel the back of the arms resting really heavy into the earth. Allow the heart to open towards the sky. You may even find a gentle opening through the front of the shoulders and the chest here. And while you're here, just breathing up and down the spine. And try to imagine the breath just weaving in and out of every vertebra, creating a little bit more space for you. Let the legs get a little heavier. And really breathe into this stillness. And give yourself just a few more breaths. And then very slowly unwind back to center. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Bring the body back to the center of the mat if it's not there already. And then take the feet to the outer edges of the mat and just let the knees fall on top of one another. And once you're there, take one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. Maybe notice if you can lengthen through the spine a little bit more. And then allow the weight of your entire body to melt into the earth. Now, as you're ready, let's heel toe the feet back in towards one another so they're about hip width apart. Keeping the sole of the right foot down on your mat, Take the left knee into the chest and let's find a grip behind the thigh. So in this moment, the spine is long, the shoulders are soft, and we'll start to extend the left heel towards the sky here. So there will be a little bit of strength in that left leg again, but the rest of your body should just relax. Maybe take a moment to notice if the hips are tucking under a little bit here. If they are, it's probably because you're just naturally pressing down into that right foot. So let the hips get heavy. Let the right leg completely get soft. And again, it's just the very beginning of your day, so don't worry if the leg is completely straight. Yoga is not about what the pose looks like, it's all about what it feels like. So in this moment, I want you to feel this in your hamstring. I want you to feel the opening, but I also don't want it to feel like a painful sensation. So bring it to that place of balance. Feel the balance of strength and ease in this moment. Maybe relax the shoulders away from the ears a little bit more. Find your breath. And let go of any effort. We spend so much of our days doing or trying. So this is your time to just let go. Finding gratitude that you were able to step onto your mat today and give your physical body the gift of this practice. Maybe check in to see how the back of your left leg is feeling. If it's feeling like it's starting to need a little bit more now that we've been here for a bit, you can switch the grip to behind the calf or maybe find that toe lock on the left toes with the 2 peace fingers. Let the hips melt into the earth. And feel the back of your head and the back of your shoulders resting heavy on your mat. Without much force, see if you can feel like you're lifting the heel higher than the toes. So that means the toes will drop back towards the shin. Just give yourself a few more breaths here. Now, as you're ready, we'll bend into the left leg and taking the left ankle to the front of the right thigh, very gently take the left hand to guide the knee away from your body. And give yourself a moment to see how this side is feeling. Maybe we need to stay here for at least a few breaths. Maybe this is where we stay the entire time. Or maybe the body's feeling ready to lift the right foot up off your mat. And you can interlace the fingers behind the thigh or around your shin. No matter where you take the grip, let the hips get heavy. And then just feel like you're slowly beginning to guide the right knee in towards the chest. just to the point where you start to feel the gentle opening in the outer edge of your left hip. And while you're here, noticing the rise and the fall of the belly with every breath that you take. And checking in to see where your mind is at in this moment. A lot of our days are spent in the past or in the future. Our mind just tends to take us there. So if you notice that your mind was running off to somewhere else, just bring your awareness back to your breath so that you can bring your attention back to this moment. And while you're here, let go of the expectation that you're going to quiet the mind. Just focus on not forming any attachment to the stories that your mind is creating. Be present with what is in this moment. And take a deep breath in. And a long, relaxing breath out. And then when you're ready, very slowly lower the right foot back down to the mat. Start to guide your left knee across the body, extending the fingertips away from one another, and then remembering that you can keep the legs just like this, or if it's needed, you can extend the right leg straight. So it's whatever feels best on your body this morning for this twist on this side. And as you extend the fingertips away from the body, try to let the palms face the sky. Be in a posture of receiving here. And let the heart stay open. And just be still. See if you can release through the legs. Let them get a little bit heavier. And just finding that gentle opening of the spiral line of your body. And taking just a few more deep breaths here on this side. And as you're ready, very slowly begin to unwind back to center. Bring the body back to the center of the mat and come right back into your Shavasana. Settle in. And just enjoy the last few moments of stillness. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.